Hey everyone, so we are going to talk about division. So it might sound a little intimidating, but it's a bit easier than you think. To help you with division, you might want some counters. So I'm going to use some gems. You're welcome to use candy, pretzels, anything you have in your house that you have a lot of, because division has some pretty big numbers. So we're going to first break down what division means. So what is it? So we have something like 12 divided by 4. And we need to figure out what it means. So this number represents our total. So this is how many we have all together. This is going to represent the number in each group. And this, our answer, is going to represent the number of groups. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with 12, because we have 12 divided by 4. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to count out 12 of our counters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 counters. I know it's divided by 4, which is telling me how many I'm going to put in each group. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have groups of 4. And to find my answer, I need to know how many groups I made. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 groups of 12. And if we count, we'll get 12 altogether. So I take my total, I divide it into groups of 4, and then I count the number of groups I've made that have 4 in them. So let's try another one. Let's practice with 16 divided by 2. So this time, how many gems do we need to start with altogether? Right, we need to start with 16, and we need to break it up into groups of 2. So I know right here I have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I need to take these 16 and put them into groups of 2, because it said divided by 2. So I have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So now we need to count how many groups do we have. We have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups, 7 groups, 8 groups. So we know that we have 16 into groups of 2. We're going to have 8 groups all together. So let's try one more to make sure you have the hang of it. This time we're going to do 9 divided by 3. So I need to know first, how many gems should I start with? If you said 9, you're absolutely right. Great job. So the first thing we're going to do is count out 9. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Super. So I had 9 divided by 3. So how many need to go in each group? Right. 3 need to go in each group. So I'm going to make groups of 3. So 3, 3, and 3. How many groups of 3 do I have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Very good. I have 3 groups of 3, and that gives me 9. So what you might notice is that division is the opposite of multiplication. So you can check your answer using multiplication. So let's see. I can check, is 3 times 3 9? Yes. So I know that my answer is correct. And we can check up here. Is 2 times 8 16? Yes. So we know we're right. And up here we can check, is 4 times 3 12? Yes. So we're absolutely right. So the counters are a really helpful way to learn. But once you know, it's kind of like figuring out the opposite of multiplication. So if we want to look at something like 6 divided by 2, we can look at our multiplication tables and figure out what times 2 gives us 6. And then we can figure out 3. We know that 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. This way is a little more advanced, and it requires that you really know your multiplication tables. So don't worry if you can't get it at first. Using the counters is totally fine. Remember, the first part represents our total, how many we start with. The second represents the number in each group, so how many we put in each group. And our last is the number of groups that we have at the end. I hope that helped answer some of your questions about division. If you have any more questions, please ask. You guys got this. Have a good day.